Now to the latest in that federal drug bust involving the owner of 3 North Shore McDonald's.
The I-Team broke this story about the alleged drug ring and money laundering. Investigative reporter Jamont Terry caught up with the former employee who claims those charges are no shock. Jamont.
Yeah, Carol and Mike, these charges are serious and the allegations leave many to wonder why a Whitefish Bay businessman would get caught up in such a drug ring. While his family will not speak, a former employee adds insight.
Here's our first look at Ed Patterson. The 38-year-old from Whitefish Bay is still in federal custody. This comes after drug enforcement agents raided his 3 McDonald's restaurants in Mequon, Fox Point, and Glendale.
I knew what was going on. When working there, they would actually pull off and say, "Hey dude, can I get some?"
Ashley Santoro says she worked at the Mequon McDonald's for 2 years. She claims it was clear from the beginning the owner and manager were counting something more than Big Macs.
There's been times where I walked in the office and there were stacks of money.
Patterson is accused of using the golden arches to cover up the drug money. The feds say he and 5 others, including Kevin Bertzman, the Mequon manager, were behind a massive marijuana and oxycodone drug operation, an operation involving 100 kilograms of weed. The feds say most of it was stored here at Patterson's home in Whitefish Bay, but Santoro says she witnessed many drug deals inside Mickey D's.
They went off floor and went to go make the transition in the office just around by the bathrooms.
But we wanted to know if any transactions ever happened at the house on Bell Avenue.
The Whitefish Bay police chief tells me back in early September, his department received a phone call from a neighbor concerned about suspicious late-night activity coming from Patterson's house here on Bell Avenue. The chief says they looked into the complaint and then contacted the DEA. The feds informed them they were already investigating a much bigger case.
I knew eventually they would get caught. It was just a matter of time.
Now, late this afternoon, I talked to the DEA, and they tell me I wanted to get an idea of the street value of this marijuana. I'm told it was estimated at close to $880,000. Again, most of it was stored in that house in Whitefish Bay. Ahead at 6 o'clock, we examine the drug concerns in this case highlights in that village and look at some of the other big drug busts that Whitefish Bay has seen in recent years.
You've come up with some pretty interesting new details today of the activity allegations that it was going on inside one of the restaurants and also all the stuff at the house in Whitefish Bay.
Yeah, I mean, we also tried to figure out from the DEA whether or not they could confirm whether their investigation shows that transactions were happening inside any of the restaurants. Because it's an open investigation, Mike, the DEA is saying very limited information about what they can add about this.
Yeah, no doubt they know more than they're going to tell us right now. Thank you, Jamal.